right. Now my camera's working. Hello, welcome to another Talos Principles stream. This is part 4. And I had to restart it because for whatever reason, the last time I just tried it, my camera was just frozen. So I was just sitting there like, and even though I was talking, nothing was going through. So, oh well, restart it, move on. I usually shut down OBS whenever I'm done with a stream just out of habit. And for whatever reason, it was still up and running and I never bothered to look. Is the camera actually working? Okay, so why is the desktop so quiet? I mean, okay, sorry for a second. I'm like, geez, this is like all going to crap, and I don't know why. By the way, I'm going to bring down the volume a little bit in the game, and because I've been watching some of my playthroughs of this, and it seemed like the game volume was quite high. Higher than I wanted it to be. In fact, I think that might even still be a little bit too high. I'll try to adjust it here and there and everywhere, but anyway, let's get into it. There we go. The big tower. Why? This is... the heck? Just... it's like it was a combination of it would only take the keyboard and my controller. Okay. We're good, I think. I hope. The wonders of computing. Okay, we're at 2. All right. So. Yeah, it was really loud. Now it's quiet again. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Whatever. I've got 2 hours to play. So let's get stuff done. Or I have to head off to self-defense. Ooh, nighttime. Gotta like it. Gotta like it. Is there a computer? No, there's a hourglass thing. Oh, there's the computer. Let's go check out the hourglass thing first. You know, I realize that this game is probably not going to get a lot of people to watch or be recommended to, but I love this game.
I keep having these dreams.
Audio.
Great empty cities, silent roads stretching for miles, the earth from space, all dark. Not a single light to guide me home. But if someone really came from another world, what would the earth look like to them? A wilderness? A wasteland? I don't think so. Even after thousands of years, they'd see a world shaped by our hand in every aspect of its being. They'd see the cities and the roads, the bridges, the harbors, and they would say, here lived a race of giants. These dreams, they scare me, but they also remind me that we built all of this.
Okay. I don't know how many audio logs there are, but I will try to find all of them. And of course, yeah, it's so pretty. I wonder what this isn't like Halo Combat Evolved in that you can look at what the game used to look like before because this is reawakened. This is the update to the game. So who knows how pretty this would have been before and how even more pretty it is now. But anyway, like I said, I know I'm probably not going to get as many recommendations or random, like, hey, somebody's playing this game, but I'm telling you, this game is so good. I really, really and thoroughly enjoy this game in the sequel, and I've said that many times, and I will continue to say that. That's why I wanted to do a playthrough on this, because I think this game, you know, it definitely got recognition, and it's had positive responses, you know, and reviews, but I think it deserves more than even what it's gotten. Ooh, paint. I don't know if I've been doing all the messages or not. You know, like if I have been doing different unique messages or what. I don't remember. Okay, there's the terminal. Let's read this. Science, magic, weight loss. Huh, I love weight loss. That'd be good. Though the term science has only meant what it does to us for around 600 years, its practice far predates the name. There is evidence pre-Aristotle which indicates soothsayers, mystics, and the like may have employed basic scientific methods to predict the future and confound their benefactors. One anecdote concerns a palm reader who was exposed when two wealthy clients compared their readings and found them to be identical. In 1948, the tendency to discover deep personal meaning in vague descriptions delivered authoritatively was given a name, the Forer effect. Today it is recognized in all contemporary psychological theory. Weight loss blog. Oh man, if there's one thing that's good about inevitable death, it's the food. Yeah, baby. I'm going to have all the horribly unhealthy food in the world. I'm going to feast on jelly bananas. Like a crazy monkey on Monkey Christmas. You know those muffins that have so much chocolate that they're basically melting? That's going to be my breakfast. And burgers for lunch. I'm going to have burgers so greasy you could use them to lubricate a whole factory. Triple bacon burgers with double cheese and extra onions and mayonnaise and ketchup and mustard and big fat juicy pickles. And then oily thick pizza with spicy salami and barbecue sauce and olives and jalapenos and sour cream. Food coma, here I come. Or just coma. Fascinated by Drennan's project. Lovely conversation, reason, Talos principle. Or reference Talos principle. Greek philosophy relevance to current situation. Suggested naming project Talos. Drennan refused, but name seems to have caught on with the team. Tens of thousands of files coming in every hour. Our whole history. All right. We got that out of the way, so let's... We came in here. Let's go to this one first. Man on the moon. Okay. So we stand on this. That starts up, but we need the fan on it. So we have a fan here and a fan here. And those make us go whoosh. This would make us whoosh into here. We need something to hold on to while we whoosh. Now what's interesting is that there are two fans. So why... Oh, interesting, interesting. Okay, so then we come in here. So we get this. Use the power of air to your advantage. And then there are stairs. There's lots of stairs. Ladders, as they are called. What I'm curious about is if I take this, put it on, no, on that, pick this up and put it here. Well, what would have been the difference between the two? They don't accumulate. You can't put like multiple fans on one area, so that's a little odd. It's like when a puzzle's too easy, it's like, no, that there's got to be more to it than that. There has to be. All right, so we did that one. Let's move off to the right. Again, making sure we don't miss any secrets. Or at least try not to miss any. Higher ground. Okay, so there's keys. This looks like higher ground. Where there's a couple of jammers. So we can do that. We can't jam that there, but what we could try to do. Let's do that. Okay. Did that gain us anything? No. Because to get the keys, we need that one open first. Okay, so we got some keys. Oh, there's death balls. Balls of death. Many balls of death. Now, if I go through here... No, my keys stay with me. They only go away if I leave the entire puzzle. Okay. So, I don't think we need this one or this one open. What, though, could we do in here? Anything? I don't think we need that. Let's try doing that one now. Because there's nothing... Well, we could just blast through there. Well, let's see what's in here first. Ah, door. Okay, so we have the two balls here. And we would unfortunately need to have both of those open to do that. Now we can... That doesn't really make a lot of sense at first glance. Why would you want to open this door to get here where I don't think our jammers are going to be able to do anything to them? So what would be the point of this? I don't see anything secret. Okay, well, we could jam this and see what that does. And also, I gotta remember, I could come up here to these stairs and do stuff. So, like I could jam that. I don't think I could jam that though. Let's just take this with us for a second. So we could jam one ball. I don't think, though, that we can see. Because we would need that to stay open. Except maybe... Wait. If we come in here... Okay, we can't do anything this way. We would need that door to be... I think what we need to do is jam one. So now they're kind of like... out of sync enough? So that you could, like, walk behind that one. Maybe just jam it a little bit more. And so you could just walk behind that one and have enough space between these two so that you could get through there. Now, that would mean we want that open. And then we would want... Well, yes, we do want that open. So that's probably now explaining what we need the key for. And why we do need that. Okay, let's test our theory to the test. Yep, that worked, but we now have this problem. Well... what are we going to want to do here? We've got that set up right. And to get into here, we've got to go through that door. That's why we have this here. Unless, instead of putting it here, what we do is... No, because those jammers can't see this. And those two jammers can't be brought into here. We somehow need, though, a jammer to be put on that. Okay, so... we gotta have that unjammed. Now we could do it by... I think it's gotta be something on the outside here. then eventually that needs to be the thing that unjams it. But if we do that, then we can't get through. Or it could be the one in the middle. We need to get through 3 gates. There's no way to get over to that unless it's not in here. That is not important. We got to be able to get through this gate and this gate. And this gate is being opened by that jammer. Oh, there's messages here. You can see this. Logic works with designers for blank days and allowed the serpent in his heart. Found a memory dump. I asked my designers for forgiveness. I guess some will meet their end here. Seems like we're all connected somehow, like distant family relations, different versions, different series. What are we? Who cares? Just be grateful we don't have to read anything more about our great designer. There wasn't a jammer over there, so I am a little confused. This meant nothing. This just got us the key. And there wasn't another jammer in there. We need to somehow be able to take that jammer, I think, with us. To get through here, set these so that they're off, and then unjam that. But to do that, and I know I'm just talking out loud, that's all I'm doing here. We need 3 jammers in a way such that I can actually get through. Huh. This one is kind of confusing. Definitely wasn't anything there. And you can't unjam that door from here. You have to do it from down in there. And you can only unjam one thing at a time. Okay, this one is confusing me. Oh, so close. Not that it would matter, because if I'd want to try to bring one of those in here, I'd have to actually go the other way, right? I would need some magical, fanciful way of getting these things from here with me into there. And I'm almost guaranteed that this puzzle is set up so you have no chance of doing that. But we know there's a way. There has to be a way to do this. Wait a minute. Let me... So I'm going to reset this. Not a good idea, but... Higher ground. Oh yeah, it doesn't reset it. No, I'm not doing that. I refuse to do that. I will not. Could you even... If I could throw another one in there, that'd be great. But I don't think you can do that. Yeah, it's just going to drop it on this side. There's no way to be sneaky and, like, jump and... Eh. Grr. Be nice if there was a way to reach over and get one. But I don't think you can do that. Unless... No, that platform's too far away and there's no blocks in this one. So... Yeah, you can only jam one at a time. Oh! You gotta be thinking in portals here, Jason. Well...
If this trial seems impossible
Shut
to
up.
overcome, have no fear. Return another time, and the answer may reveal itself.
Shut up. Okay, so now that should give enough of a gap between the two. But that still doesn't solve the problem of... I can unjam that, but I can't... I have got to be able to unjam this. And I need to have that door, and that door all open. In such a way that I could bring one through. Well, I solved that problem by getting them out of sync, but I don't have a way to... I got to get through 4 portals. Not portals, 4 doors. And this one can see... See, now I can't get in here. And I can't grab that one either. I am a little... There's... Like, I could take this. And I could put it on this. And I could also come back here and say, take this, and also jam that. So now I can have this go through here. That's already jamming that. But if I did this, it doesn't matter that I'm seeing it this way. Because that's not... Yeah, you can't see that there. You can see this here, but you can't see that door there from here. This one's breaking me. I'm going to come back to this one. I am not getting... What is this called again? Higher ground. I'm wondering if a puzzle over there can unblock one of the doors over there. Now I've already done this. Because see, right over there, that's the gate. But I don't have a jammer here. Can't take this with me. Yeah, you gotta drop the tool first. Wait. What did I just pick up? I picked up a key. But it's not showing up on my inventory. Yes, I know inventory, I get it. Curious. What does that key do? Let me try something. Let me see if I... Okay, that doesn't change anything. It's weird that usually what you have, what you pick up... Okay, now... I want to make sure that it's not back there again, like... No, because it was over here in the back. So we got a blue key. I don't know what the blue key is for. Well... No, it doesn't give you, like, access to this. Can I pick one of these up and, like, magically take it through here now? No. Okay, but I don't know what that blue key was for. Okay, we did that. I've come to see that the mysteries, not all for his children to solve, only the designer himself could ever truly understand the infinite complexity of his creation. I will gaze at his work and worship. Good. Good for you. Is there like an extra door here somewhere? Oh, crazy. Yeah, I put that there. Moonshot. Do you all have extra keys lying anywhere? It is very dark in some of these areas. Okay, so we have a laser. Okay, we got a couple boxes. This needs to be opened by a red laser beam. Okay. So, what we want is to keep the connection here. So those will connect. Obviously that does not work. So what we want to do is grab this box, put it to the side here for now. We want to turn this off, put that there, this here, that there, this, damn it, connect, connect, connect. And then we take this, So that one was easy. Okay. I don't think there's anything else to do in this area, so let's move on. Looking for more keys or something outside the maps that would possibly, maybe. I saw the purple thing there. I don't know if there's an easy way to get up to that, though. Is there? How would one get to that? Flying, maybe, but there's nothing. You got anything to say, computer? No. Wait, how many are here? Okay, so that's the one we did, then we couldn't do the L. We took the L on it. We were able to do that one. So wait, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Yeah, we couldn't do that. So it says there's 2. Oh, there's 4. Okay, I don't know why I thought there was 5. Never mind. I can't count. The tomb. Ooh. What are you? Something that won't let me through. But, good thing I noticed that. That might be a secret. Okay, so I get that I'm supposed to retrieve these sigils. I just don't get why. Sure, the loud voice is telling me to. I love Dog. Dog is very just like cuts the bull crap and gets to the point. But this world of his has no context, no purpose, and no foundation from which to construct them. I'm convinced there are answers here if we look hard enough. We have to work together on this. Oh, shut up, sheep. You're just a sheep. Sheeple. I hate that term. It's such a cheap thing to say to people. I know I've sometimes said it to people too, and I'm like, no, it's really kind of a crappy thing to say. All right, so we've got a laser. Acceptor. 1 there, 2 to do that. And we've got a laser source. So let's take this. Turn that on. Huh. Okay. Well, we got that. Well, we can do that. We can do that. Okay, now what? Okay, we've got this. This gets us to our piece. Our sigil. But I don't think there's any way to have these two see each other. So that ain't gonna work. Unless that gets us those two. There's no way that we could get through that. And we couldn't bring the jammer through to here anyway because that doesn't get us the... We could do. Because that's at least opening this door. So fine, that doesn't do that. We can at least take this through now. I'm just curious as to what this does. Oh, wow. So that's where the star is. But this is probably what lets you get... this. Ooh, there's another little secret. What's this? What the hell? What? Why would I want to go to sleep? That made no sense whatsoever. Wait a minute. Is that the only thing you can do in here is sleep? Yeah, and that's the only way to get out of here, too. Is there any way to, like... I'm not looking up what this is. I'm just... I wonder if you were holding on to Like a jammer or something. Because I'm curious. Can you see? You can, I think. If I go back up here. Yeah, I could, if I put a... If I put a connector, I could do probably down this hallway and then use the other connector to connect to that. The problem is that I need another jammer, and all I have is one. I would need to somehow get another jammer. And as far as I know, this area only has the one. Okay, this area is really kind of stumping me. Now, let's put this here. Curious, what if we took this, connected it, that, and that. And then let's just grab this. Now, does that get us anything? Not really. We don't really care, do we? Unless... Wait a minute. Yeah, you can do that, and we could do it on that. Okay, I think I got it. I think. I'm not sure. I think. So let's keep the connections. Let's just move it here. And then let's do this, which does that. And that. Grab this. Okay, so that did that. And now we got that open. Which I think... we want to now try to get as many of these things out. How would we now get all of these out? Like that. So I can grab this. Bring that through to here. Pick that up. So at least we got that. And this, there is no special thing. We just got to get that. we can get up in there. Okay. So the laser doesn't come from there. It comes from there. So if we select that, and we say connect, now we've got that. Okay, fine. Now we grab this. Oh, wait a minute, I'm being stupid. This will open that. Yeah, it's not that hard. But it's that area over there. And even if I did that, I don't have a jammer, so that's not what would help. But if I want to get that, I want to get them all. Really, really want to get them all. Like, I can see that over there. That doesn't mean that I can get the jammer through, though. Man, I've been in this area for almost an hour and I still haven't figured this out. And that area doesn't even have a jammer. There's this blue key thing, though, that I picked up. What was that? Like, what? What the heck does that blue key do? Doesn't make you immune to the bombs, I'm sure of it, but why did I pick up a blue key? Yeah, you still don't like me. there's nothing here that's gonna let me do anything special. With that blue key. I don't know why I got that blue key. Man, I don't know. This one's kind of stumped me. Once you bring the... I mean, I guess I could reset this. And it bothers me. Why are there two of these here? Wait a minute. Oh. Oh, you're kidding me. Well, we can get out of the area, which is interesting. I don't know what this gets us, but... So you can climb back in if you want. But there's got to be a reason that we were able to get out of the maze. Let's go exploring.
In the beginning were the words and the...
Oh, shut up. Beginning with the words, and you need to go back to where you're supposed to go, so... This is the... There's got to be a reason. There has to be a reason why there is a blue key and you're able to get out of the area. I don't know what it is yet. I'm going to figure this out. Okay, shut up. I get it. Shut up. Okay, so this is where we eventually want to go. Would you... Huh. Well, thus endeth the special quest. This is as far as we can go. But there has to be a reason why we were able to do this.
In the beginning were
There's that ruin over there. We should be able to go get it. Okay, so this is where we want to end up. I wonder if this door opens. It's hard to see. It's so dark. Huh. Well, I'm kind of missing. What was the point of us being allowed to do that? Wait, what are you? Wait, what? Whoa, wait a minute, what was that? Hold on a second. I was wondering if there was more to... Okay, so let's go that route. I had to, sorry. Had to respond to a text my wife just posted so we can... Wait, no. Did it before. How did we do that before? No. It's funny, you do something once, it's like, hey, it will work, yippee, and then you're like... Maybe we gotta point down? How did I just do what I did? Oh, okay. Damn it. This is not an exact science. I did it like twice in a row, and now I can't even do it once. Okay. we go. Now, wait a minute. We want to go this way. Because there's this thing. What the hell? Wait, so it's looking at the moon. And on the moon, you're saying there's a... Of course. Okay, so great. There's a... There's a laser beam on the moon. Or, more to the point, a splitter. Doesn't really do much for me. Fuck! This doesn't really do much for me either, does it? Because once we do this, we can't. But what would the point of a splitter be there? I am the confused. Damn it. I want to just go over here again. Maybe? I don't know. That you can't get up any higher. See, if I have a splitter with me here, then... Why would you even care that there is a thing on the moon? How does that possibly even help you? Holy what is this? Aperture science? What is this shit? I am... What? Okay. I don't know. Let's go back and look at it again, because I don't know what the hell I just did. Really? Really? It's a nice little Easter egg. I don't know if that was in the original, if it's in the Reawakened that they added this or not. Or I don't know. I don't know if I just simply missed this the first time I played it. Because like, that looks like Aperture Science. Sure enough. But there wasn't even an achievement for it. Like, what the hell? Okay. Well, that's all well and good and great, but we can't... We can't bring the jammer out here, and even if we couldn't get... I don't think we'd have any success in getting any of those doors open. I am looking at my time and going, man, I don't know what to do with this. On top of that, no, I can't. No. Yeah, I don't think I can bring anything outside with me here. Like that block has got a... Or does it? Oh, come on. Motherfucker. I don't understand the mechanic here of directing where you want to go. Or maybe we just shoot to the left. I don't know. That doesn't work. This has actually been like a very frustrating thing to do. Would it be easier? I don't think it would actually matter at all. Fucking hell, come on. This is ridiculous. Okay, okay. Wait. Could I, if I put, if I put that block next to here, and then I got down to this and then put it on here, could I grab it? Now, even if I could, and I could carry it with me all the way around, would that do any good? And I still don't know why that bed was in there to sleep. That's just bizarre. Doesn't matter. I wanted to come down here anyway. If... Excuse me. And let's just say, well, I put it here. And we walk all the way around. Let's do this for another 10 years. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, so what's the easiest way to get over there? Probably this way? No, I want to take box. I don't want to. Let me grab box. I don't want to. I was hoping I would be able to grab it and then maybe bring it out here and do something with it. Alas, that is not the case. And once you're here, you can't jump up here either. I don't think there's a lower wall anywhere that would work better. These all look the same height. Yeah. Okay, in the interest of time, because I got only like 30 or 45 minutes left. We unfortunately can't do this one, or at least I can't figure it out. There has to be something that I know I'm missing something. And I don't want to use... I mean, seriously though, why would that be allowed to happen? I mean, I get it. It's an Easter egg. This bothers me, though. It's really wait. Loading the Mla. Here's what I'm wondering while you were off carrying out commandments. You say that consciousness is some kind of functional system. Arrange bits of matter in the right order and out springs sentience. That's all very well on paper, but what if what counts is what something does, not what it's made of? Then couldn't you and I design a series of tin cans and strings that qualified as being consciousness? What about computer programs? Well, we built a perfect simulation of a brain, only it was a matter of transistors. Wouldn't that be conscious? It would. Computers can remember things. No, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all. This is one of those things of me as a person. I'm just like, I don't agree with any of this. Is that the answer? There's more nuance to all this than just. So no, I don't accept this. That's what you really think. Wouldn't we save ourselves an awful lot of time if you just admitted the consciousness is whatever very particular idea you decided you like the sound of and drop all this nonsense about complex systems?
Do not think I know not the deceiver slithering through the hidden words. His wisdom is hollow and born of despair. Do not let him tangle you in his webs of delusion. Have faith in me, and his petty illusions will fall away like nightmares in the morning's light.
Don't mind him. He's just worried that if you ask too many questions, you'll start to see through his shtick. Stick with me, and the sky will quite literally be the limit. At any rate, I'd like you to think a bit harder about all this and get back to me. I suppose there's still progress to be made. I'm wondering if I... Nope. Moon is stuck. Okay. There really wasn't anything else around here, was there? And we can't jump anywhere from there to get onto something, I don't think so. Why did I get that blue key? Why did I get that blue key? I just want to check one more thing. I don't want to leave an area because then you have to reset everything and it sucks. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that there wasn't like one of these that could also be opened by a laser, and apparently not. And even if it could, how would you... You're not on fire. Neither are you. Okay, fine. I concede. I don't know. I could use one of these, but that feels like cheating. Whatever. Urgh. God, this bugs the hell out of me. Why can't I do it? Yeah, there's no way to bring this through. Really burns me. Why can't I figure that out? Oh well. I'm wondering if I leave and I come back, is it still going to be the aperture science moon? Let's just check real quick. Or does it all get reset again? Yep, it all gets reset. Yep. Yeah, it's really annoying me. I'm kind of curious now. If I go to 1. Well, this is in the daytime, so there is no moon. Well, no moon that we can see. So that was 1, that's 2, let's go to 3. Annoyed. Very annoyed. Alright, reading. Progress. Basic skeleton of the simulation is not running on L. It's not plugged into the AI system yet, but in theory, everything is ready. I guess the next step is to test whether the generated scenarios make sense, or do we wait for the iteration module to... Cyrus. First wisdom the scribe said to the dying man is that as the world is made of 5 elements, so is the soul of man. Know, therefore, that in this life you are heart and shadow and name, and also Ka and Ba. Without all these, you would not be a living being, but a thing. What is a man without a name who cannot speak of himself? What is a man without a shadow who is not anchored in the world? What is a man without a heart who can neither feel nor think? What is a man without Ka who has no essence? What is a man without a Ba who is not himself, but like unformed clay? Therefore praise Osiris, the king of eternity, the lord of everlastingness, the eldest son of the womb of Nut, he who traverses millions of years in his existence. Here the translator is clearly inserting his own beliefs under the text as just war. Democrate Salter and the Just Causes War Against the Indians by Juan Jimenez de Sepulveda. Justify the Spanish conquest of the Americans. The Spanish have a perfect right to rule these barbarians of the New World. When humanity are as inferior to the Spanish as children are to adults, or women are to men, for there exists between two as great a difference as, I might even say, between apes and men. Compare them, these gifts, with those possessed by these half-men, in whom you barely find the vestiges of humanity, who not only do not possess any learning at all, but are not even literate and eat human flesh. Therefore, if you wish to reduce them, I do not say to our domination, but to a servitude a little less harsh, it will not be difficult for them to change their masters. Okay. Again, we got this blue key for some reason. I don't know why. To what purpose? Okay, we can go in there. Ooh. That's a little hole in the ground. Why is that there? Why is there a hole there? Why is there a hole there? It's got to have meaning. It has to have meaning. Theory, this place is some kind of preserve for human history and we're the endangered species. Theory, trying to find answers will only bring pain. Ceasing to care is the only escape. No. Theory, this guy's 10 times more help than you, Samsara, so shut your face. Theory, we're in some kind of incubator waiting to be hatched. Theory, if you knew how little you know, you wouldn't be exposing it here. Oh, paint. I saw that. Whoa. Minecraft. That was just there, wasn't it? Right? I saw it just here. Wild. Huh. That was bizarre. I mean, that looked like an infinite series of Minecraft blocks. Huh. Another computer. Yes, I'll get to you in a moment. Body and soul. But it is commonly supposed that the Egyptians believed the soul to live as long as the body continued undissolved and therefore tried this method of eluding death. Could the wise Egyptians, said Nekaya, think so grossly of the soul? If the soul could once survive its separation, what could it afterwards receive or suffer from the body? The Egyptians would doubtless think, erroneously, said the astronomer, in the darkness of heathenism and the first dawn of philosophy. The nature of the soul is still disputed amidst all our opportunities of clear knowledge. Some yet say that it may be material, who nevertheless believed it to be immortal. And then Prochavatsky. Soma. Names are a funny thing. I remember how much we struggled to come up with a name for our project. All serious scientists name their products by just translating them to Greek or Latin, right? Corpus made me think of some horrible disease, so we used the Greek word instead. Soma. Quite appropriate. Hey, game. But then since we needed corporate funding, we had to come up with a backronym. Corporations love backronyms, you know? They even sent us a list of buzzword-heavy suggestions to help us get started. Stuff like self-sufficient, orthomodular, yeah, because you come up with a name and then you got to say it's an acronym, so it's a backronym. Sustainable, observant, mechanized anthropod, skeuomorphic, omnidaptable, mobile anthropomen. After a while, we got so frustrated, we started getting sillier. Stupid, obscure, meaningless acronym. There you go. Stinky ornithological mule allocator. Strange Olgla's menacing ass-bot. In the end, we all ended up hating the name Soma just because we had so many fights about it with the sponsor. So when Alexa told the story about the Talos principle, caught on. I don't know whether it really fits, but I kind of like, excuse me. Okay. It bothers me that I have a key and it's not been explained what the key is for. And then this purple thing, just right out in the open. Which I'm fine with. I just find that really weird. And like I said, I think in my last playthrough, I'm starting to have like, not visions, but like memories of the games, both this one and the sequel, and wondering, like, what did I do in each of the games? And is it from this game or another game or whatever? All right, so we've got 4 puzzles. Excuse me. And there's a star. Somewhere there's a star. All right, what's my time like? Oh, let's see what we can do. Again, not rushing, because you never know when there's going to be a staircase that goes through the Video Arcade Game Hall of Fame history. Sunshot. 2 blocks. The fan is already there. We can remove the fan if we want. I'm not sure why we would want to do that. Can I just climb the ladder? There's something over there. So it looks like we want to fly with a box. So we want to put a... Well, that's a problem. Right? Because there is no box in here. So if we do this, unless... No, we can't do that. It's like I wanted to take the fan with me, but we can't do that. And we can't put this here and say, gimme, gimme, gimme. That doesn't work. Though we don't need... If we had a box while we're flying here, we would need to get a box over there. And that doesn't work because we need to be able to, like, nope, you can't just fly over there. You need to have weight on it. So if we took this, we put that there. See, that'll fly it over there, which is great. But herein lies the conundrum. If I put this here, and I fly over, I don't have anything to put here. I need to have a box with me when I'm flying. And you can't take a box with you as you fly over this. Why would you do this? Nope. We'll have to come back to this one. I don't get it. It feels like it should be easy. These bother me. This bothers me. Sunshot. Oh! I'm being stupid. Yeah, this is really simple. I don't know why I didn't think of this. Because you have the ladder here. You don't... Put that with me, and then yeah, this is really simple. My God. Okay, that was embarrassing. What is that? Like, what's the start button and what's the push? I don't understand what that is. No matter. We solved the puzzle. Yippee. Okay. I feel like we should be able to like go over there. Like there should be something here to let us through, but there isn't. Oh well. All right, so we got that one done. What's the next one? This is the one where we tripped out on drugs, was it? And no, it's not this area. Although there's a, did I see these? Figured it out, now what? The only meaningful purpose is to bring about an end to purpose. Oh, whatever. Whoosh! This one I'm remembering. Like, I don't remember how to do it. I'm remembering, though, that it existed. And that it sucks. Okay, so there's... Oh, come on. Come on, you can get up there. You should be able to. There's a fence thing there. So there's got to be a way to get in there. Okay, well, we can't get in there because that's on. And that thing is on, and we can't... We can't get in there. That's where the piece is. Okay. What the hell? Oh, I could do that. Because that would at least blow that out. I don't know what that would help, but... Okay, so now we should be able to detach that. Oh, it doesn't really do anything, does it? Why is that fan stronger than... And why would you have this here? Okay, that doesn't matter anymore. There's got to be a way to get in there. Grrr. Why would you put it on now? Oh, they don't really... Yeah, you couldn't do tricks like that. I think in the second game you can. What good would that do? Not much. Okay, that really doesn't do anything. are these on the wall? Again, the goal is to get this one to turn off. Nope, that ain't gonna do it. Huh. Which again, doesn't do much. What's my time? I'm running out of time. Don't know. You were something. Blown away. Okay, we found where the star is. That's good. And oh look, there's a block. Oh, if we get the blue laser. Gets that. We need to somehow get this. How? What is that? Is that from the other? Yeah, I think that's from the other one then. So there's a red laser here. So somewhere red laser can be... Well, it's tough to do that one. Where was it? So there is one there, but I don't think... You do this is gonna... Yeah. Okay, that's not high enough. Okay, I did that. I feel like I accomplished that. I accomplished a task. I did something. Eagle's nest. No, this has the we know it's tough, so we'll let you cheat puzzle. So there's a fan. Okay. So okay, that doesn't work. Of course it doesn't work. Never works. We need to somehow be able to shut that off. Because once we get that, we can walk out of here. Oh, that's the door to the... Okay. We can take that off, but that doesn't really help any. We can't... Damn it. Bingo. Alright, why is there dust flying over there? And that's my warning alarm. I got a little bit of time left. But that is my warning that I gotta stop soon. Okay, so let's go back here. Is pewter doing anything? No. How about the pewter? There's a pewter over here, wasn't there? I heard that. No, I might have been thinking of the previous area. Okay. So we got everything except one. Let's look around in here, because I'm kind of curious. Oh, that does do this. Let's see if we can do this quick. That seems... No, that ain't gonna work. And then that doesn't work. Bingo. I've now unlocked a start button. It looks like a computer. I don't remember what this one does. Just looking at these to make sure that No, it doesn't seem like I needed them for anything here. This one I did. So when I do 4, I needed it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 2 more. Okay. And this one, I only have 3. Well below what I need. Okay, so made some progress. Still don't have everything, which is a little disappointing, but is what it is. I do need to stop, so I will terminate the stream. I want to thank everybody who's been watching, either live now or in the future. Please subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. The next time I'm going to stream is probably Saturday. Sunday, need to do some stuff around the house. Need to get something set up in one of my kids' rooms. They want a big loft type of bed thing, so we bought something. We need to get everything out of the bedroom, set it up, and then put everything back in. So that'll probably take a couple hours. But yeah, definitely hoping to do at least one stream Saturday afternoon, and then maybe something Sunday as well. But with that, can you stop? Thank you. So I can do this. All right, cool. So that's the schedule. Probably do some streams this weekend. But for now, I'm done. Thank you all for watching. Take care, and I hope to see you in the future.
Dominus